For my project at Bike Mountain Horse, I had two very distinct students. One was doing a project on art and the history of art, and she, you could tell, was really into academics. Every single night she would go home, do more research, come to school with a note, a paper, with all the things that she had gone home and done extra research on. My other student, on the other hand, was doing his project on technology, and it was hard to get him to get down the base of the words, but he was super excited when we got to do the more new media, the technology things of the project. So I had one student who loved getting down all the vital information, getting down exactly what she wanted to on her project. She knew what she wanted. She was doing it on art, so she knew how to make it look aesthetically pleasing. And my other student, at first it was hard. I just want to put car videos on my site. I want to put all these games on my site. But on the last day, we had got most of the information that I thought I could get out of him onto his site. And on the last day, he brought in this amazing technology book that was full of all this information. Sure, it would have been super helpful to have that from the start, but with that book, we were able to find a page, and it had a timeline of the history of video games on it, and we were able to use Aviary to create a personalized timeline for the history of video games. It took us pretty much the whole class, and it was getting down to crunch time, so by the time we saved it out and got it on his website, I was writing down his Weebly website so that he could show his family and friends, whoever he wanted, what his website looked like. And he asked me what was that website that we used to create his timeline so that he could go back at a later date and do more things on Aviary. And I thought that was really cool. I found Aviary was kind of complex for the grade 4 level. My other student, we tried to use Aviary one day, but the site wasn't working very good. So we just needed to do something pretty basic, so we went and used KidsPix, which was a program that the students were used to. It was a very familiar platform for them. But one thing that I was able to teach them in there was that you can export the picture as a JPEG. And they were able to learn more just computer savvy things like that. Like they tried saving it out as the KidsPix file, and then they learned, oh hey, this format doesn't work with everything, I can't put this on my website. And then I explained that the JPEG is probably what you're going to want to save most things as. Most programs can use a JPEG and it will work and do what you want it to. So that was really cool to be able to share that information. I'm a CTS major, so I would definitely do a project like this with my students. I think it's great that the project was so open-ended. It was, you're making a website and you want people to learn something from your website, but in how they did that was completely different for everyone. People could be making slideshows, videos, morph videos, just putting the information on the page, putting some links to videos, anything. I thought that it was a really great creative process that any student, no matter how tech savvy, could do the project, because Weebly, for the most part, was pretty user-friendly. The site had some glitches, but working with a 21st century learner, they know that technology isn't always going to work the way that they expect it to. So it was really great to be able to see them adapt to work with the site and with the issues within the site. The first day I went in there, my planned activities kind of went out the window. Especially being able to be one-on-one with a student, I find that you didn't need so structured of a lesson plan. You were with that student, you could see exactly what they needed, and each day you could adapt that differently depending on if the student was in more of a writing mood or more of a creative mood. It was really nice to be able to have such flexibility with the project, yet to still have enough time to get a good project in that had all the information that the students needed to have in it. The end goal was definitely the same, but the steps and how we got there was definitely not exactly what I had prepared, but having the chance to work one-on-one with the students it was the perfect chance to be able to use this technology with them and be able to learn it with them. I love computers, so I thought that this project was incredible, especially to be able to get to use it with a 21st century learner. Um, Sometimes the students, they get to do a creative project, but the technology and the programs that the school has to offer is usually, hey, you're going to make a PowerPoint for this. So I think it was really neat getting to use Weebly. Weebly has a great interface for first-time users. The site isn't completely user-friendly, but it's really easy to figure out your way through it. You don't need that much background knowledge on it. You're able to just figure out the site as you go.